Good morning and welcome to Morning Brew. I hope everyone's doing as well as can be. It is Thursday, October 7th. Wow. Today's featured channel is Culture Casino. I'll go into more about that, why I picked him today. But if you're not already subscribed to Culture Casino, please do. Um, so, what's going on today, everyone? And remember, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and share out the stream. It does help. If you're not subscribed already, please do. And so let's see here. So far this morning, nothing's really going on. Of course, I do have my coffee. Uh, uh, let's see here. Let me go ahead and send the StreamYard link out because there we go. Get to the YouTube page, wait for it to load. It always takes a little bit to actually get to YouTube and message. And so, anyhow, so far, not much is going on. Um, I don't know. I'm thinking about moving the morning brew to a later time, even though that will cause problems with other things going on because very few people are on now. Um, it just, I don't know. Anyhow, hope and I have no clue what to talk about. So nobody's on here to talk to, and I don't know what to talk about. So if it goes silent for a little bit, well, fuck it, it goes silent. If you all don't want it silent, come on in the morning and actually talk, please. This is actually a community channel. I actually rely on having people to come on here and talk to. Um, I'm not Borough Prey 5 who can go and talk about anything to anyone for any length of time without any issue. I'll just have a timer. If I could find a way to put a timer up, to figure out how long I'm silent, because it's like, I don't have a soundboard, so I can't run crickets. I have three people watching, supposedly, and eventually somebody's going to say something. Doesn't help that I have a doctor's appointment today. I don't like going to the doctor. Um, and I'm out of medicine completely. I wish Bert had actually done as I had asked and started a morning Coke this morning because that would have made things much easier on me. Anyhow. Oh, let's see here. Let me see if I can play a sound effect. At least that'll keep it from being completely boring.
Like this?
Bitch!
And that's well, that was one thing. At least I've got somebody backstage.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening and good night. How's life in the great state of misery, sir?
At this point, it's not exactly the greatest.
Ah, well, good days, bad days, eh? Hopefully things will improve. Oh, dear. Well, I've had a lazy one this morning. Woke up at 8. I thought I'll stick on some YouTube, get up in half an hour. Next thing I know, I'm waking up, it's 11:30. Such is the way. Peacat's in the chat and says, "Good morning, Captain. My favourite phaser disintegrated shot is Kruger shooting his Klingon gunner. Loved how he dissolved."
Yeah.
I actually really like that clip that you just played, where Picard shoots the what is he, the admiral or something in that seat, and his head just goes all freaking Indiana Jones. Nice bit of gore. I think it would have been good if they kept that effect every time somebody got shot with a phaser, you know. And Professor Brainspecs is in the chat. Good morning, Jeff. And he says, "Good morning, Captain Trek." Nobody's saying good morning to me. I guess I'm just second fiddle as usual. That's all right.
Hopefully things go well with the doctor today. It's going to be a little earlier than usual, so it's not going to be a problem. That's part of the reason that moving this back would be an issue, because then it might run into appointment times. But it is what it is. And of course, I lose Aberjam. Uh, Well, at least we had Abraham on this morning. Uh, Good morning, Jedi Bill. Good morning, Peacat. Good morning, Professor. And good morning, Abraham. Uh, Oh, hey, let's see here. Let's try the coffee clip because might as well just be a all around.
Listen to me very carefully, because I'm only going to say this once. Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well, this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just gonna have to give up coffee. Want some coffee?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your third cup this morning.
Fourth, and on a day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
Well, and hello, Mar.
Hello there. How are we today?
Don't ask. What's going on, Mar?
Not much so far. I just looked at the watch and saw that you should be streaming, so I hopped in. I have absolutely no idea what you are going to do today, and I wasn't even able to read the chat. Hey Bill. Hey Prof. Hey Dave. Hey PCAT.
Well, I may actually end up doing a second day doing a since Culture Casino is the feature channel. I may actually end up doing a different stream with him being the feature channel because so far this morning just sucks ass. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on, nor do I care at this point.
Yeah, well, if you feature Culture Casino, maybe you should tell the people what he is doing on his channel, usually. If you haven't done that yet. Just to give them
I don't know.
Impression.
Go check the channel out, look at his content. For fuck's sake, I don't know. I'll just stop doing featured channels.
I just wanted to give you something to talk about. Don't be mad at me.
I have nothing to talk about. I have nothing to talk about. Literally.
And I don't watch Culture Casino, so I have no idea what he's doing. So sorry. Otherwise, I would give you a little bit of background information here.
Maybe we can talk about watching something later, but yeah, I just don't even give a shit about being on right now. So far, I've made it 18 minutes in. I've got 7 people watching, and I just honestly don't give a shit. It's funny because I have nothing to talk about, no idea what to talk about, and the chat is fucking dead. So it's not like I can go reading the chat.
Yeah. What should I say? I mean, it's mostly we are in the Halloween month. It would be
Yeah.
strange if the chat would be alive.
Well,
They're
that
probably just preparing for doing their roles as zombies or undead people. I don't know. I have no idea. We don't have Halloween here in Germany. I have no idea how that works for you Americans. I just always see how it could be while watching movies about it. With all this fancy stuff you place in your gardens to scare off people so they don't ask for sweet stuff.
well, they that's just decoration. Not to scare off anybody.
Uh,
For fuck's sake.
well, PCAT, well, with horror movies, I have a little problem because usually I get emails from Freddy Krueger telling me to stop dreaming about him because he gets scared in my dreams or of my dreams. Let's be honest here, most horror movies comes from the USA, and people in the USA are not as inventive when it comes to horror as I am.
Germany is Halloween every year. Thank you, Burger Prey 5. It's already scare out people. And we've got Aberjam back.
Sorry about that. My battery died.
No problem.
I think that horror movie do like
I'm sorry, what?
PCAT was asking what horror movies do you like?
I don't know. I don't like horror.
Yeah, I'm not really big in horror movies. Further price Human Centipede is a German guy.
Well, I like the Chinese ghost story series, but I'm not sure if people in the US would know it.
It's not something I'm familiar with. What is the Chinese ghost story series?
Greetings, Random Menace. How are you, Joseph?
Last year we have had Lovecraft County, great series. For some reason, they decided they don't need a second season, which is stupid. And of course, we have had Ash versus Evil Dead, 3 seasons, which also could have been more. Ash is a funny guy.
It's on my list of things to watch. I still haven't got around to it yet.
Oh, yeah. You're about as intelligible as NB Geek when he's been drinking.
Am I not coming through well?
No, not at all. Probably because your phone needs to be charged.
Son of bollocks. I'm going to try rebooting. I'll be back in a bit.
Take your time. This morning I did interactive Escape the Undertaker with the Undertaker, and It's a New Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interactive show, so you can decide whom to follow and stuff like that. And I like the Undertaker, so of course I wanted him to win, but that seems not to be an option there. It also was not really scary or anything. I mean, it might have been scary for Americans. I have no idea. But Bird of Prey, I've no idea if Human Centipede was a German guy. But I can tell you that Nosferatu was German, or was made by Germans. The silent movie.
Right. And good morning, brightest day. How are you today? By the way, I was listening, reading yesterday. Was you listen?
Spice Girls was pretty scary. Even for me.
And I've got Yusuf backstage.
Greetings from the future. Good Nachmittag nach Deutschland, and hello everybody, good morning and good early afternoon to everybody who's in Europe. So, Captain, you sound like you should you woke up 3 hours earlier than you actually should.
Yeah.
Did I catch it right? Did you stream yesterday even like late? Or was it a different stream that showed up in my queue of?
It was me.
It was a two-parter.
No.
There was the morning brew, then there was the afternoon stream that I couldn't catch because I had like work, and then there was there a third stream of yours or not?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, there was one. I had 3 streams. I had the morning brew. I had something else, and I had a stream last night because nothing was going on at the time, and it's just like
yeah.
I don't know. I should have done that one, but whatever. I did. It's a choice.
And yeah, Professor confirms, yeah, there was a third last evening. Okay, that I didn't watch because it was like middle of the night for me. So definitely you were yesterday online for a pretty significant time, and I think you were as well somewhere on somewhere else's stream.
Yes.
Third one didn't even show up for me.
So definitely, it's like I hope somebody will be able to join you as well later on in the stream. I have once again the afternoon mandatory trainings, which are so fun that I yesterday almost fell asleep. But yeah. Anyway. And otherwise, I had some lunch. I watched Lower Decks during that one, and now I'm here. Otherwise, boring day, only work, and people are still bombarding me like, "How are you?" I hate it when they tell me when they ask me, "How are you?" and then nothing. Like, okay, tell me what you want. Don't just state in the chat, "How are you?" I really hate when that happens. Just please go and tell me what you need from me, because otherwise I'm not even going to respond. Especially when it happens like 12 times a day. So, yeah. And hello, Jedi Bill, Picat. Then Picat says, I find hearing the heels are alive with the sound of music horrifying. The question is, are the heels alive, or is it like the Silent Hill horror movies? Yeah. And when you were talking, Mar, about Max Schreck being the Nosferatu, fun fact: it was filmed here in Slovakia. At least the scenes in of the castle. It was basically a ruin here in Slovak mountains where they filmed it. And the one of the most famous shots of the movie, Nosferatu standing under an arch. Actually, I visited that place, and the arch is so tiny. So he was really a short guy, Max Schreck, who played him. And Cinnabon Bunny, hello, Cinnabon. Yeah.
And hello, Cinnabon.
Yeah. Cinnabon, who was claiming yesterday on Birdo Prey's stream that next week is the final episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and him disliking Sacrifice of Angels, which was met with a bunch of people disagreeing with him. Because I don't like heels that are alive, but do like heels have eyes. Okay. I'm not sure which one, which is more scary. That's the funniest thing. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of horror movies. I actually am actively avoiding those. Cinnabon, some people can't handle the truth. Yeah, you know what? Isn't it pretty much normal, the closing eyes before the truth? So you should do that as well, and accept that there is 1.5 seasons or more, 1 3/4 of a season more, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And good morning, Darius. Yeah. And as I usually state, Guten Tag, Herr Baron. Yeah. Yeah. So, otherwise, Captain, what are you doing, or are you just trying to wake up right now on your own live stream? Sounds a bit like a dead stream, not a live stream.
It's a good
It's only me
stream.
talking. No, but it's fine. It's fine. Everybody needs their time to wake up, and I will go and make myself coffee. Take downstairs the plate that is empty, yeah, because there's a great cook who made lunch for me. And by the great cook, I mean myself and praising myself because, yeah, why not? And that's the situation. Yay me. Is there a topic you would like to talk about right now?
Yeah, ending the stream.
Why?
And hello, Aberjam.
And Eberjam is back. Hello, Eberjam.
Hello. Am I doing any better now?
Yes.
Sweet.
For now you sound good.
Good.
What did you do?
What did I do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I rebooted my phone because the sound was terrible, apparently.
Yeah. The question is how long it will last, because from the experience that I have, it's usually like, okay, StreamYard overheating, quality goes down like immensely, which sucks.
Every time I come on, there's sort of Damocles hanging over my head. It's good fun. We put bets on it.
Yeah.
How long before Aberjam disappears?
Do you actively cool your phone or not?
It's sitting on a tray with a tray of ice cubes as we speak. So yes, I do actively cool it.
Okay, that's a little bit overboard in terms of cooling, but probably required.
It definitely helps. I've tried it with and without, and it definitely helps.
Yeah, because the processors, they're not throttling down and keeps the signal somehow alive.
So how are you today?
Me? Actually, fine, I would say. All good. We have like nice October sunny weather finally, because yesterday it was Ferengina all over the place, raining. Literally raining, non-stop raining, like for 24 hours, even longer, I think.
Oh, wow.
There were like short breaks, like 15, 20 minutes when you thought it's not raining, but it was like drizzling. I don't know if that is the right word, but otherwise
Sounds like
it was just heavy rain. Yeah.
Yes, the autumn has definitely arrived.
Yeah.
Although I tend to feel in the UK we just go straight from summer to winter. We skip right over autumn. It just goes from sun to, oh my god, it's freezing. So.
Where in the UK the freezing is not that often there. from my experience that you have like all over the like lower temperatures all the time, but rarely below zero
Well,
or below freezing point. Yeah.
I guess it's a little milder than it is in northern parts of Europe, but at least comparatively speaking, locally speaking, the temperature drops pretty quick from the summer to the winter. It's not too bad this week, but it's going to drop off pretty sharp in the next week or two, I would say.
And honestly, I don't know where you are exactly, but are you like close to the sea or?
I'm pretty much in the middle. I'm in the
middle.
Manchester
Okay,
area.
so basically, like no influence from like the sea currents or something.
No chilly north winds or anything like that. But yeah, it still gets quite cold.
No, I have I always this is a funny story. I maybe told it before, but we it is basically when we were either from the company we were doing some trainings either in London or then we went to Ireland, and this one story is from Ireland, and we were meeting there like colleagues from the whole region, where the whole region EMEA, Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and colleagues from India came over because as it is usual from India, English-speaking markets are being covered. So yeah, we have there a few colleagues, and it was in February, and my colleagues from India were talking while preparing for the journey to Ireland. How is the weather in Ireland in February? But they didn't talk to like people that would give them like normal information. They spoke to Irish people, and they said, yeah, February, despite it is winter, the temperatures are mild. Mild for people from Western Europe. Yes, but definitely not for people from India. And they came like in sandals, light jackets in February, and it was one of the weeks when there was actually snowing. So just imagine that you arrive to Ireland in sandals in February when it is snowing outside, which was a rare occasion. Yeah, so they were bit surprised about the weather.
Yeah, that would be much fun.
Yeah, and we have the professor here joining the stream.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Fill in your time frame.
It sounded like a news broadcast, like jingle or something. Like, these are the Professor Brainy Specs channel news.
It's officially labeled News Flash.
Oh, is it? Okay, so
yes. You were on the right track there, Joseph.
Yeah, on the right track. Yeah, Everton, by the way, you are roboting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I even don't know what you just said.
I'm going to leave.
Okay, take care. I think he said that he's leaving, right?
Take care, Eberjam.
Yeah, he said he's leaving.
Yeah.
See you around, Abby.
Anyway, Professor, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
Early
morning. I'm
morning.
awake. Yeah, it's 6:48 in the morning. 6:43, excuse me.
At that time, I definitely wouldn't sound that cheery.
I'm surprised I am that cheery because I worked last evening until 9 o'clock.
Greetings, Mountains of Elysium. Did I miss anybody else?
And I think I went to bed at midnight, so I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, actually.
Yes, something like 6 hours of sleep. Yeah.
It was closer to 5
5.
and a half.
5.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough, but yeah, okay. And you are working as well today, like a long day, or is it like
Yes,
normal hours?
Well, I'll leave in about a little less than an hour to go to work. This is my short turnaround. I work until 9 o'clock Wednesday evenings and go in at 8 on Thursdays. And greetings, Mountains of Elysium. And Darius, good morning.
Yeah. Any news from the library?
Any news from the library? Nothing exciting. I mean, we had to shut down most of our programming this month.
Again?
Well, yeah, the numbers were going up. But they're on their way back down, so we'll probably start at programming in November. Again.
Yeah, because with me, you know, it's like, let's commute to the office. Basically, 2 steps out of the bedroom, 2 steps to the right, and 2 steps to the chair. Commute over. And this is one of the things that a few months ago we used to have like 3 cars. One was one car that my wife is driving, one is mine, and then we still kept like our the car that we bought as the first car. Like when was it? Like 2007. So how many years? Yeah, long time ago. It was still bought with not with euro but with our original currency. So it's something like those 13 years in 2007, and we just sold it this year because we don't need to have like 3 cars standing in the yard.
Right.
And because it was always like, okay, let's have a backup one, but then we were like, okay, we have 2 cars, so one of those is the backup car if one of the other cars should break down or something. And it was anyway an older, and it was a tiny car, even for Europeans, a tiny one. So yeah, that one we got rid of.
How many people could it seat?
People like me, 2, and otherwise,
Okay.
otherwise 4 people. It was meant for like 4 people, but basically the backs, it was like it had only like 2 doors, like not 4 doors or 5 doors. It had like boot door, and you know what? I can actually new tab.
Cap, you okay?
Nope.
Oh, you don't sound well.
No.
Captain, if you want to
you
end
need
the
to go
stream,
rest?
if you need to end the stream and you need rest, just do that. And if you feel like it, just start a stream when you feel better.
I agree.
I would suggest.
Exactly.
What do you think about this
that?
idea?
What
That
was
was
that?
Mar. That was Mar.
Oh,
I think.
Mar. That was Mar. Okay. Mar, you sounded weird.
Yeah, you know. Those
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Yeah. Yeah, Captain. Because we could carry the conversation, but really, if you don't feel up to it, just it's your decision.
Yeah, why don't you go get some rest, Cap? Sounds like you need it.
You had 3 streams yesterday,
I
so
don't know what I'm going to do. I can't sleep. The kids are here. Might as well be on.
oh, okay. Okay, in that case, it's really your decision.
Fair
But
enough.
the moment you say, okay, I'm out, just yeah. What I wanted to say. It was. Let me take the image. So whatever.
Mountains of Elysium wants to know, did you need to sit in the back seat to drive that car?
You know what? The funny thing about it is that sometimes, like bigger car in bigger cars, I have less space than I had in actually this one. And this is the link exactly in that design how we had it. So you can check it out, and I think it has even like English, like a description or something. Yeah. So, but when you click on it, it opens up. It's a really tiny small car, and it had no booth. Basically, I could put there like
Trunk
probably
for those not in Europe.
yeah. So it was so tiny. But in the front seat, you had a bit. Depending on how tall you are, Jeff, you would probably you wouldn't even have the front seat like completely in the back.
I'm 5'10".
So definitely not. So definitely not. And there would be still space behind you for the passengers, for other passengers, because when I was in the car, you could put a bag of, I don't know, of gym equipment behind me, but that was it. Nothing more. Yeah, but it was
Like
great
that.
for the cities. If, it was a tiny engine, tiny car. For really, we were living at the time in the city, but we were used to we were using it to commute even when we lived already here in the village. Because obviously the money was extremely tight at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously when you build a house and you have a mortgage and spend all your money that you saved up for, like, I don't know, furniture, and then you have to buy some.
You need furniture?
Some food. If
You
you
can get
want
by without food. Come on.
No, the funny thing was we moved in November, and the idea was that for Christmas, like for a Christmas dinner, I wanted to have the whole family over, and by whole family I mean like the in-laws and my mother and my sister. So basically, and like 8 people. So, and for 8 people, you need to have a proper accommodation. So we were really, we got, I think, the kitchen table maybe 3 days before Christmas. It was delivered. We already had the chair, so the worst thing scenario would be grabbing a table from the in-laws and bringing it over.
Mm-hmm.
But fortunately it came literally like 3 days before Christmas. So yeah, that was
Just
nice.
in the nick of time.
Yeah. Just don't blink because.
Yep. Well, that was a joke, Nicholas.
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah. Nicholas, okay. Christmas. Yeah.
I guess it was a bad joke. Sorry, everyone.
It took me a second and basically clicked just joke. Before you explained it.
It was a joke, though. What was the joke?
Precisely. There was no joke. It was all your imagination.
I don't have an
Good morning,
imagination.
Milton,
I've
or
been
good
playing
afternoon, or
Dauntless
is
the
it
second
evening? I don't know what time it is there. Sorry.
half. It is 12 a.m.
Aha. Well, good new day to you.
12:53. Ah, good new day to you too, sir.
Thank you.
I was lifting a top hat as I said that. So what are you?
So
what are you
do I
guys up
understand
to?
it correctly? I would have to say, Milton, right now, greetings from the past, right?
Yes, I'm in the future.
Yeah, you're in the future. It's
Did
like
you
getting a
hear what
headache.
happens to America in 3 minutes from now? Oh wait, you guys are in the past.
Yeah. This is funny when there is basically Friday where you are, and it is barely Thursday for the other guys, and it is midday for me. Yeah. This.
I don't know. Almost 7 hours is barely.
Compared to my 14, yeah.
And if Bird was around, I know he's working on his lower decks review, but
Yeah.
it'd be almost 8 hours for him.
Yeah. It was, by the way, I think if you watched the episode, you would really like it. It was a good one.
Except for one scene, I actually liked the last one, and that's pretty impressive for me because I've only liked 2 episodes so far.
Do you guys like playing Dauntless?
I even don't know what that is.
Could you explain that, please?
It's like Fortnite but killing monsters.
Never even heard of it.
Never heard
Okay,
of it.
so
Yeah, and yeah. So sorry, Captain. Go.
when was the stupid shower sex scene? Or is that was the one that they talked about before that was...
Well, in the last episode, they did have an orgy type scene.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
but I mean, there
Really?
was an episode basically like a few hours ago released.
Yeah, I know. I
And
haven't seen last week's, and I haven't seen this week's, and
I haven't
God.
seen this week's either.
this week's so the new one you have not seen yet. Okay, I watched it. And I think that one is really good. So many Easter eggs, but but not like forced.
That was my big problem.
Perfectly blended. I know. That's why I'm saying it.
One of my big problems with the show.
I've been
Everything
watching a
was so
show
forced.
lately. I've been watching a show lately. It's about a bunch of people flying around in a spaceship that's shaped like a willy, and yeah, the last scene, and they basically get showered by weird insect parts, and they eat weird insect goo. And the person that was killed in it got resurrected through banana pudding. I believe it's called Lex.
Never heard of it.
But never could get into that show.
But there is actually a German movie, and this is a spoof on Star Trek and Star Wars actually, and it's an hilarious and funny movie. Today in today's climate, I think it wouldn't be nobody would be willing to film it.
I think he's talking about Traumschiff Surprise.
Traumschiff Surprise, exactly. Yeah, but it's a you know when people are making like spoof movies, usually it's like low budget and nothing like the original. Because even when you look at something like Spaceballs, that was a spoof of obviously Star Wars.
It had some other films in it. franchises.
Yeah. But still, the when you look at the special effects and quality of those of cinematography of Star Wars and compare it to Spaceballs, it is not the same thing.
No,
But
you're right.
yeah, but when you look at this Traumschiff Surprise, which literally means like dream ship surprise, it is on par with Star Wars, let's say the Phantom Menace.
Really?
Special effects, yeah.
I can tell you one thing Spaceballs did better than Star Wars was the scene where the guy that was ripping off Darth Vader did that space choking thing to that guy, and it turns out he was just pretending to do it. Well, pretending to be choked. Now that should have been in Star Wars.
Oh, you found it better? Okay, on Spaceballs. Okay, yeah.
And they could have got away with it. I mean, that would have been appropriate comical relief, in my personal opinion. I'm not a movie director, though, for good reason.
When I think about it, were there like humorous moments in the original Star Wars movie? Oh yeah, they were. There was a little bit of comedy, yeah, like rather in dialogue than in physical comedy. And there was a little bit of humor. Yeah.
Star Wars. The only good Star Wars episodes are the ones with Jar Jar Binks in it.
Why would you say something like that?
Because I'm one of the
he
very
killed
few
him.
deranged people that actually likes Jar Jar Binks, and I just wanted to hear the reaction.
That is my reaction.
Oh, Captain, bring him back, please.
Barbecue Binks, okay.
Whoa,
Roasted over
so
an
much
open
hate.
spit, okay.
I
Dead
even
any other
admitted that
way,
it's a terrible
okay.
movie and I'm bad for liking it. Wow.
No,
Killed by firing squad, okay. Rip his fucking tongue out, okay. But liking Jar Jar Binks, no.
No, it is really one of the characters in the whole saga. When you look at how prominent he was in the first movie, and immediately after the backlash, his role was minuscule in the second and the third prequel movie. This is literally the reaction of the fans. And who was watching it like recently? Was it like on Birdstream? Did we watch it, or somewhere else? Somebody was streaming, like doing a watch party of that prequel movie.
I think it's been a while since Bird showed it.
Yeah. I think
Like
it
last
would
year.
be like over a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over a year ago, but.
Hey, good morning, Felix. Haas, or good afternoon, or whatever time of day it is where you are.
Hey, Felix.
Good current moment of your life, Felix.
But somebody was watching it, and I was doing a watch along, and the thing is, I still think that Anakin shouldn't have been a child in the first movie. If he was really like a teenager, it would be I'm not sure, more appealing. So basically, like a rehashed or twisted Luke Skywalker story.
Even a few years younger would be fine, but somebody 13, not somebody 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those few years make a big difference.
where even the statement that he is too old for the training would actually make sense.
What they needed was Stanley Tweedle in charge of a spaceship. I was making a jab at Lex.
See,
Okay, who in the chat or on the panel needs to know who Stanley Tweedle is?
I need to know who Stanley Tweedle is. I have
He's the
no
captain of the Lex.
I love that actor.
That didn't help like at all.
Just look him up.
yeah. This
so
is.
how
This
about
is
no?
what-
Well, let's just not mention this shit. I don't know.
He's actually a nice guy. Look him up. It's cool. What other shows does Krishna recommend to me?
That's what I just wanted to say. Krish is having watch parties for Lex on Wednesday mornings for us here in Europe.
Okay, here, at least from the pictures that I just see here on the internet when I just Googled him, I have to side here with Captain. How about no?
Oh,
Yeah, I know. He looks a little bit like Kermit the Frog.
yes, exactly.
I can say this without lying, but it is a funny thing to say. He's the best actor there.
That's bad.
on you mean like the best actor in the show? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So
Yet again, I think it's between him and that weird guy's wig.
since I really can't don't know about the show, I can't give you my opinion about it.
You have to watch it, man. You just have to. It's like the worst thing. It's like the worst thing you'll ever see in the most glorious way. And my gamer tag is Tame Duck 1. So yeah,
It's a German-Canadian production, and they chose the ladies to be German for some strange reason.
See, I expect quality from Germany, but I guess that's only tools and literature. Barbara Grimm's fairy tales are from Germany, aren't they? It's the only book I've ever read. Can you tell?
Oh.
Oh, fuck, I hate the dung beetle freaking rhino thing. Why does it shoot lasers?
And usually, while we watch it on TWTG content, Milton normally is the one in the chat who says, "When do we finally get to see Stanley Tweedle naked?"
Oh no!
Oh yeah,
Why?
that's my dream. Hey, Stanley Tweedle and Charles Manson are my role models.
Once again, in a third day in a row, I'm going to say a statement of mine that becomes more and more apparent. I'm so happy that I'm on a different continent right now.
I'm happy I'm on a different continent than what's his name?
Milton.
Milton.
His name's Milton.
Hey, look, hey, you can't fault his vehicle choice. It's the only thing he's my role model for, vehicle choice. You name somebody else with a Volkswagen bus.
Are you afraid of us, Joseph?
A bus.
See, I live in a country that most people are like the mountain men, you know, from that show where it's like, can you squeal like a little piggy? Wee, wee.
I don't think we confuse you with Deliverance.
That's the village I live in. And I'm not one of the townspeople.
You got a pretty mouth, boy.
Got a pretty mouth, boy. Let us see them on lips. I shouldn't do that. I enjoy that kind of acting way too much. Oh no, I died.
Okay, now that we have Milton and NB, now we've got some sanity coming back with LDG.
Oh man, I finally, after working an hour and a half on my printer yesterday and it not working, worked 5 minutes on it, finally got it working today. Go figure. Well, I'm not surprised it works like that.
Oh, at least you got it working.
Well, yeah, I got it working. What pisses me off is what I did was exactly the same thing I had done before, only for some reason this time it worked. It was the weirdest thing because the error messages kept changing on me as I was doing the installs, and I'm kind of like, okay. And then finally, because I could see it, I could get to the scanner, I could scan, but for some reason the printer drivers just wouldn't install. And then finally, I was able to find a set of drivers that would install.
NB, do you know the band Rage Against the Machine?
Yes, I do.
Doesn't matter if only of the band or the band itself and some of the music, because there is a great meme on the internet that I saw like a few weeks ago, and I was like, this is so relatable, because it said that Rage Against the Machine never specified what is the machine they have the rage against, but it must have been a printer. And and it's so relatable because my experience with printer, and especially the one that I have here at home, it's an inkjet from HP, but from the OfficeJet Pro line. So the better models for home use. And every time I want to print out something, the printer decides it needs to do some cleaning. And the cleaning always takes like 10 minutes. And I need to print something out, something that is probably like half a page of text or something. And then it decides that it requires cleaning, and that takes at least like 5 minutes. When I said 10 minutes, that was a little bit much, but around 5 minutes. So then I'm sitting here and waiting till the printer decides to print out 1/2 page of text, just because, yeah. And definitely, if you are in a rush and you need to print out something extremely important, don't show panic. The printers can smell it.
It seems to be the case.
Never show. If there is just a glimpse of fear in your eyes somewhere, they will feel it, and they will use it against you immediately.
Why don't you just pull out your typewriter? I mean, everybody has a typewriter, don't
they? Dude, I haven't had a word. Yeah,
Milton,
I've had it. Same. Yeah, it's right next to my word processor.
Yeah, Milton, there is one thing why I don't have a typewriter. It's called the 21st century.
Oh, yikes. Fine. Let me just get my dipper pens and take a note.
We had
I'm not joking. It's the kind of technology I have.
Now, Joseph, one of the I will say this: being IT repair, that was one of the most common complaints was the printer not working.
Yeah.
It was always the freaking. That was like I swear I think like over half the tickets we got was a printer issue.
Printer issue.
Printer. And usually, every now and again, it's the same damn printer, and you're like, we're like, is this thing still under warranty? Yes. Can we just get it replaced, or get it serviced? Because this little bastard sucks.
Yeah.
You rich Americans with your fancy technology. Wow.
In our what we did in our offices, it was when was it? Something like 2003 I started, so it was, I think, something like 2004 when Dell decided to go into the printer business. And we as a company, we had printers on the market for like a decade. And obviously, the moment we put on the market like big office printers, every single printer in the office was replaced with a Dell printer, because until then we had like Minolta printers and HP printers.
I thought this was funny. Oh, sorry.
No, and the story is relatively quick. Once we left the business with printers, because it wasn't profitable enough, because there were like other producers of printers like Lexmark, Samsung, and obviously HP and Konica Minolta and those big names. They decided that they are so fed up with all the printer tickets, our local IT, that we rented then printers. There wasn't like anymore, like we had like those typical not cubicle setup, but literally like open space setup, and there was on every single floor in a 10-story building, there were like 5 printers on each floor, and now they reduced it to one printer on each floor, like a big one. It is literally like a tiny car, size of a tiny car. So it's basically as well a copier, printer, and scanner and everything. Yeah, but everything is rented. So basically, if there is an issue, there is a service agreement with the company, and they have to come and repair it like within the same business day. Yeah, because it was so annoying.
I used to work for companies like that.
I had an issue at my very last military job in A2. I had two. I was connected to 2 printers specifically, and even though I had one as the default printer, for some reason, no matter what, if I didn't specifically select that printer when I was trying to print out PDF files, which was quite often, it would print to the other printer. No matter what, even though I had that printer as default, even though I had my printer as default, the damn thing would just print to the other office. So I had to go in there and it'd be like, yeah, I printed something. They're like, what happened? I'm like, I had to constantly make effort to go in and say, okay, print to this freaking printer. Even though the other printer's default, they would still not accept it unless I manually did it.
And the good thing right now is
people can print out PDFs.
What's that?
I didn't catch that.
I've never thought of printing out a PDF before, and that's such a good idea.
Is there a way to filter out sugar out of creamer?
Non-sugarless creamer?
Basically, yeah, there is. You need to evaporate. You need to evaporate the coffee, and basically the sugar crystallizes on the bottom.
That's the dumbest question I've ever heard, LDG. And I say dumb shit all the time.
Coming from you, Milton, that's fucking something there. That's
I know. I go out of my way to say dumb stuff, but wow.
Matter of fact, is that the first time you ever had to say that sentence?
My wife showed me a video. This was so funny. This guy got this IT repair guy gets this laptop case in, and this thing looks like it has not been opened in a long time. So he opens it up. It's dusty and everything. There's a dusty big ass laptop in there. He opens it up. He looks at it. It says Windows 95. It has a NIC. It has an installation disk. It has all that stuff that would have been that most people wouldn't even recognize anymore. I mean, I hadn't seen a NIC in a NIC for a laptop in I can't tell you how long. It was so old it had the little red mouse button on it.
The thumb tap.
Yep.
Red mouse button. It must have been an IBM.
I actually like those better than
I like them
the
better than
trackpads.
the touchpad though, but still felt a fucking pain.
You mean the red so the track stick? You like the track stick? I actually never got used
He's
to
talking
it.
about the rubber eraser that used to be in the middle of the damn keyboard.
We used to call it glit. Sorry.
Yeah, JP, it's an IBM
so-
ThinkPad. That is exactly what it was, an IBM ThinkPad. And it was so funny because he's pulling out the NIC, he's pulling out the Ether card. I'm like, God, I've forgotten all installation CD. I thought he was going to pull out a Windows 95. I was waiting on a Windows 95 to come out too, but that was probably the installation disk as well. I'll bet it still had I'll bet if it had a floppy drive, that was the recovery disk, the old floppy drive
Did
on
it
it.
still have the 60?
I don't know. I didn't see all of it. I just saw parts of it. But then the guy tried to turn it on. Well, he tried to turn it on, and he's working on getting it repaired to see if it'll work. But the CMOS battery was completely acid corroded. I mean, I'm sorry, 30 years in that long in a computer, yeah, that battery's going to corrode the fuck.
Yeah, definitely.
Why would you even have that anymore? Just frozen.
I don't even know. The guy didn't even know he had it. It was like one of those things that they just found in their house. Didn't even know they had it. It was probably something they got in an inheritance or something. Didn't even know about it. JP's, I knew people who refused to get off Windows XP in my units. You know why? Because upgrading would kill one product they were using on there. And it was like, why can't you upgrade? Well, that company's out of business. They don't exist anymore, so we can't get updates. Then buy a new product so we can upgrade. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We don't have time to test out a new product.
I had a company, I don't remember what they did. Something had to do with insurance or something. And they were still running DOS because their program was a DOS-based program. And the guy didn't want to switch.
We were still using Merck in 2018 because they didn't want to upgrade to something else. And if you don't know what Merck is, people, that was a very old chat software.
MIRC, I know, still in use.
The question is, what year was it?
2018.
2018.
Yeah, we were still using Merck.
But I mean, from what year the software is?
Yeah, that right there, JP's Merck.
Excuse me.
By the way, in 2018, I didn't even know what a computer did.
Oh, MIRC. Okay, IRC.
Merc,
Okay, I know.
MIRC. It's what I said. It's still in use. It's not. It's
I didn't know the name. I know it only as MIRC. You know, not Merc, but I mean in the pronunciation of it. So once I see it here in the chat, yeah, I know.
It's a great program.
Wonder if these people know I activated this event, knowing that they wouldn't be able to do it. These guys are gonna get caned. Like, I'm gonna be able to sit back and just watch.
And JP says, I know people who still use Windows 9, and yes, because they have to. You know what? Completely understand it, especially if you are running like an older software that you need to use, and there was no update from the company because the company that created the software either is there not anymore, or they just decided that they want to do something else. Yeah, I completely. Yeah, automotive repair. Yeah, exactly. And this is one of the things that right now many like car shops and car repair places run into problems because they have like software that is working just fine, but if their computer dies, they are pretty much screwed because either the software doesn't run on newer operating systems, or they need some interfaces, something like a serial port. And to get a computer with a serial port today is, let's say, problematic. Or even if they need some other proprietary ports, yeah, that can be a pain in the butt completely. Yeah, I see it all the time. A friend of mine works for a company that is literally toilet paper producer, and they have
What a shitty job.
new lines and new production lines, and they have as well as older production lines where they actually keep in storage like old computers for spare parts if something should happen to the computers that are running the production line. Yeah.
Why don't they just upgrade their technology?
Because just to they have like new production lines, but a production line, that's millions of investment. And if you have a working production line that is basically the main task of that one is making rolls of toilet paper, why should you throw it out because just because it is old? It's a working line that is there sitting maybe for 15 years or so, but the computers nowadays don't support anymore, or the software that is required for that production line isn't supported by the latest operating systems. So they need to keep basically, I think, something like Windows XP systems there.
Why don't they move on to a more manual-based system? I mean, they can hand press the paper, can't they?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Don't worry, I was doing an LDG.
Oh, you're just making fun. Okay.
Is somebody clicking a pen or something?
Oh, I'm playing PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, if it's annoying, I can stop.
No,
it's fine.
okay.
It's just we didn't know what the sound was. Yeah, and JP says they don't upgrade because it's so damn expensive. Yeah, it is damn expensive. And just imagine you are a small car repair shop, and you would have to buy not only like new computer but new licenses for the software that are ran by on the new operating systems. It can go into thousands of dollars, and it is just not feasible to do it for those smaller shops, you know. And Jill is asking here what game you are playing. So
I'm playing Dauntless. If you look for Tame-Duck1, all spelt lowercase, you'll find me. And yeah, my character does have resting bitch face, so yeah, because it's fun. Yeah, I made deliberately the most punchable character you could.
Yeah.
Then I found out it wasn't player versus player, so it was like, oh.
So.
Oh no! I only just learned how to do that, and I fucked it up. Can you believe I'm top? Can you believe that I'm starting to work my way up the leaderboard, and I still don't know how to do half the crap? This game is super easy.
Cap, I need to take off. I need to go to work. So.
Oh, sorry,
thank you
I've
for
been
having me on.
talking and I didn't realize I was muted. No, you have a good day.
You
Take
as well,
care.
Cap. I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Captain, I hope you feel
And
better.
to the rest of the panel, have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day as well.
Thank you, Yosef.
And 2:30. Okay.
Hey, LDG, do you like playing video games?
What's a video game?
What's
this video
you know,
game
you
speak
know,
of?
board games. It's like that, but digital and better. It's like a sad version of Dungeons and Dragons. I'll put it that way.
Stick figures that move? Yeah.
It's the limit. It's the limit. It's the only thing in my house that isn't from the 19th century or century. Yeah, apart from me. Okay, I admit most of my tools are accordion actually, but yeah.
Oh, let's see.
You know, I'm one of these cool guys that has a billboard for a headboard.
What's going on, JPs?
They think they can kill this monster. It's like I'm literally maxed out and I can't even kill it. This is funny.
And yes, Aunt Edgar and Jill, I want to concur. Everyone I know has always called it MIRC. Not Merc, MIRC. Everybody I know has called it.
Merc a wig for a male's crotch? Oh no, that's a merc.
That's what I thought. Something like that. Yeah, what's up, Diller Draws? How are you this morning?
Isn't American an illegal mercenary hired by the U.S. military?
I thought it was a slang for American or some shit like that.
Miracle.
JP's is here.
I've always called it Merc. Always call it Merc or Perch?
Perch I got. Yeah.
That was PIRCH.
Didn't America
that made more sense. Perch I got. I had never heard it called anything but MIRC.
Captain, I can stay in this stream, but I need to mute the tab because my afternoon training started, or I can just leave the panel. Okay.
No, you can stay on the panel. That's fine.
Okay. But I'm muting the tab, so I'm not going to listen to any of the conversations because I need to focus on what's happening there. Okay.
Did you know GG means good game? I kept wondering why I kept getting it. I got told that today.
And what else is new?
Evidently, furries is a sexual thing and not just people dressing up in mascot suits. I found that out the day before yesterday. I didn't need to know that, but I did.
Did you just join the internet?
Do you know how many social media platforms I'm on?
No.
Skype. That's it. Oh, and I think
That
Discord.
doesn't count.
I think Discord, but I'm not sure about that. I kind of avoid it. It's weird. People keep telling sentences with letters, and it creeps me out. I don't know how these guys did it, but they knocked this guy down. Oh no, one of them's a level 22.
Some of them I wonder, good game. I figured when it was like game playing, but some of the others it's like, huh?
Okay. Go ahead, throw some at me. I should be able to decipher the geek speak.
Well, I'm working my way up the leaderboard at the moment. I'm just about on it. And I've only been playing this game for a few days.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, it's a fun game. That, and I had insomnia the other night, and I played it like 48 hours straight, and I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, I've just about completed everything. Still a good game. At the moment, I'm trying to kill the giant stingray. You got Steve Irwin. You're not going to get me. I shouldn't say that. Steve Irwin was cool. My money was on a crocodile, though. Oh, no. Why do they have an attack that wipes out everybody? Like, you need like 3,000 life just to survive it.
Good question. So what are you playing?
I'm playing Dauntless. You should play too, man. Look for Tame Duck -1. Tame Duck 1. You guys can all join my crew. I don't talk to anyone. There's writings for nerds. That and I haven't really figured it out yet.
And no, I've not seen the private chat in about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Why? Maybe.
It's probably complaints about me. I'm distracted AF. Do you guys want somebody to activate this?
Yeah, I don't know why people are doing these Steve Irwin jokes. It's like, some of them are funny, I guess, but some of them are.
I mentioned a giant stingray and I made a Steve Irwin joke. I said, you got Steve Irwin, but you're not going to get me because I was fighting a giant stingray.
Okay, now I see that LDG did leave, but gave some kind of warning, but I didn't see it because I wasn't looking backstage. Whatever.
But nobody pays attention to LDG. Well, nobody in the right mind, so don't worry about it.
I would. Never mind.
I pay attention to LDG, so that shows how bad it is to pay attention to.
Fortunately, I was able to take something for pain, so it's not quite as severe as it was.
I hope you're all right, Captain Drew.
No, I prefer not to talk about pain. That's why I generally stray away from the topic.
Sorry about mentioning LDG then.
Oh, Cap, actually, thanks for reminding me because I still have to take mine.
And good morning, Dillard.
Good morning, Captain Trek. How you doing?
Doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I got a new commission. It's interesting. I enjoy working on interesting things.
Ooh, commission for what? What are you?
I'm an illustrator. I got a commission for a comic book cover.
Ooh, I like drawing too. I think you'd probably be better than me though.
Oh, that's probably true. I'm better than most.
Wow, okay. Modest.
You see how I took his joke and threw it right back at him?
Absolutely. Well, there have been. There are quite a few good artistic people in the community.
I know. There's a lot of good people out there.
There are a lot of good people out there that think they can draw too, but
I
no.
can draw pretty good. People can tell what I'm drawing.
For a 3-year-old who's autistic, yes, he can draw wonderfully.
Wow, I'm really tempted to show you the last thing I was working on, but you don't deserve it.
That'll
That
shut
was
you
too
up,
mean.
Captain Treg. I mean, did you draw your avatar? The avatar looks good.
Huh? No. I stole that off Pinterest. I can't draw that good.
Oh.
About half as good. I should draw myself a channel logo.
Actually, you know what? You should draw yourself an avatar.
A giant pair of boobs. That would be a good avatar. With a freckle.
Well, let's see here. The problem is you already have too many people out there who have boobs as an avatar.
Well, I mean, nobody in here has boobs as an avatar.
Wrong,
well, nobody currently on the panel does. But I'm talking, you've got artists and illustrators and such. Yeah.
If I could draw a skull, I would draw a skull with a crown on it with a huge ass beard.
Ooh, now that sounds cool.
Well, Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King.
Yes.
To be called a Witch King, you need to go through the rite of death 3 times for 3 different covens. So yeah, at least. I've done it more than that. All trials.
This reoccurring video of these googly-eyed cars is a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Like, it's keeping my attention for a lot longer than I normally would.
Holy shit! I just about died.
Yeah.
I gotta stop watching it. I'm onto the big giant stingray now.
And anti-derivative joke. No, I was not saying there are too many boobs. I was saying that there are. Never mind.
It's overused.
He just realized as he was thinking about it that he did say there are too many boobs.
Well, when I'm talking about boobs, I'm talking about. Never mind.
Hey, it's all right, Captain.
You're talking about foolish people, right?
I'm talking about foolish people. Yes, I'm not talking about breasts.
Oh, you're trying not to call them F-wits. I have to click 3 different buttons now if I want to put that into any YouTube comment that I make, even on my own channel.
Do you have a channel?
Yes. Did you not know that?
Well, I know technically everybody has a channel, but they don't necessarily have content.
Yeah, my channel teaches witchcraft. Yeah. From the perspective of an animist, if you want to learn something.
Well, I certainly won't be subscribing to that malarkey.
Yeah. It also goes on about the psychological principle as well behind it. A little bit.
Remember Al Bundy's credo? Hooters, Hooters, yum, yum, yum. Oh, God, what happened to that show? God, that show was on forever and at the same time not long enough.
So, Milton, you are
We
saying you
have my
have a
channel
channel
called Last-
about
I'm
religion?
proud. I produce my luck.
Yeah,
Well,
Milton
got
has a
to-
channel about witchcraft.
Cool.
Hey, fair enough. I've seen the TikTok witches and that. Fair enough.
Wing of Bat and Eye of Newt and things like that.
I do actually need some bat wings. I kind of want to put a dried bat above my doors and call it the Bat Cave.
I don't know if
Then
I
I need to
want
get a pet
that.
robin.
That just no, not dead. Now, photos of bats, okay, fine.
Nick, it's not going to be a vampire bat. It'll be a fruit bat. Oh no, they're endangered. It'll be something cute.
Say a fruit
We
bat.
don't call
no.
them that anymore. We call them homosexual bats.
God. Oh my
I
God.
believe the correct terminology is poofter.
No,
It'll be PC
I
now.
think no, we can't do that. We got to call them alternative lifestyle bats.
Yeah, butt parts. Yarr. Fabulous. Yarr, it's fabulous.
Yes, but see, it also
Outrageous
has
and insensitive.
absolutely. Well, it is Milton.
Do you look? I honestly, I don't care what they're into as long as they're not into me.
Oh, not
Okay,
me.
let
I
me-
like to control every aspect of everybody's life.
Let me put it to you this way, Milton. Anybody who's into you should check themselves into a facility.
Yeah, actually, they probably should because it's creepy as fuck. Speaking of which,
So,
it's something I don't actually do. So yeah.
So anyone who's interested in Milton, that's when you know you need to seek mental help.
Well, without going into detail, I believe I've told you how bad my last relationship went.
I believe so. It didn't go well. That's the safest way to put it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you want to try butt stuff, you got to ease into that. You can't lead with that.
Where the fuck did that come from? Oh, you
I mean, the relationship's
die.
going to
Why
end
did you
badly, like
just-
immediately, if you just like come out and be like, I need you to put a finger in there, you know?
Nah, just old people dying. Wow, I'm depressing, Anna.
You know what? I don't know why I'm not sharing my drawing. I should just share my drawing if I'm here.
True.
Good idea.
Because I know you guys are all infatuated with those googly eye race cars. This will give you the option of looking at something other.
As long as you don't
You
show
like
drawings
googly eye
of
race
Milton.
cars? I'll give you something else to look at.
Ah. And what is it you're working on there?
Oh, this is like some lady in a mask, but she's been like all surgically tortured. They replaced her hands and feet with like samurai swords.
Ooh.
So she's gonna be like, she's gonna be fighting this other samurai lady.
Ouch.
Kind of like if you've seen, there's a film that came out a couple of years back called The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Never heard of it.
It's like these two sisters are in there, and they have this dynamic where one used to be really good at stuff and one was bad, and every time she was bad or lost at stuff, she would get a body part replaced. So these two ninja girls here, the one on the bottom is like the talented one, and the one on the top was the one that was terrible and always she was getting surgeries on her and stuff.
And yes, and Jill, are you currently drawing?
Aren't we all drawing?
Not me, because my drawings look like, well, worse than what I was accusing yours of looking.
If you keep insulting my
Nebula.
drawings, I'm going to show you my drawings.
Yeah, it was the girls' names were Gamora and Nebula.
I'll give you Gamora.
Wow.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I couldn't resist it.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that one.
Don't worry. My 20-year-old friend told me that I'm like a 88-year-old, no, a 9-year-old and an 88-year-old, depending on the moment. It's like, wow. It's a horrible but accurate description.
Well, as long as it's accurate, that's what's important.
I followed it up with yelling at another person in the group for not doing his homework.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get rid of him. Don't like.
Well, hopefully, Bert has his review up soon. Would be nice
Dude,
to
he's
see.
a pretty cool guy. I should watch him more, but he's on at weird hours.
Well, weird for you, yes.
He's on during the time I have my morning sleep, bro, and I'm always like my morning sleep. I'll skip my afternoon or evening sleep, but I like my morning sleep.
Well, as long as you
I only really sleep for 4 hours at a time, so yeah. It's the most I can do. Do I want more shield or more potion? I can collect more stuff. Don't need to get gun stuff because guns are nerfed AF. Need real more field money for that. Not buying that.
and anti-derivative Jill asks, how did you learn to draw digitally like this? I want to do it too.
It's actually not that different than drawing on paper.
But you are not using the mouse to draw, I guess.
No, I'm using a like a pen stylus.
Makes sense.
I'm using a stylus.
You know, it's funny because I didn't realize until a little while back that the pen stylus actually came first.
I mean, it makes sense, right? If you're like, I want to make something that's kind of like you're drawing. What can I use as a pencil? Maybe a digital pencil.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense to me, but...
Yeah, I've done it with a mouse in the beginning, and it really didn't work out that well.
I'm not surprised. It's extraordinarily hard with a mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I tried drawing on my computer, I need a new monitor.
But
I don't own a computer.
Sorry.
What?
I'm not gonna lie. I had my
Bad
daughter
build.
in here. And she wanted to, she saw what I was doing, and I was like, okay. So I put the pen nib on very fat and gave her a big color, and she started doodling. Like I put it on red like this and made it real big. So she was just, drawing a bunch of do all over the thing. And then she decided to pick up a marker that was on the floor and try that marker instead. I was like, all right, get the hell out of here. You're done.
Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning, Sherry. How are you today?
Good morning, if it is indeed morning. I don't believe in this conspiracy of daylight on the other side of the world. If there's another side of the world, how do people not fall off?
Good question, I guess.
But yeah, when I got
It's like-
this tablet, I got it because the reviews were like, "Oh, this is the closest thing to like drawing on paper," and it is like the responsiveness of it and everything. It's not that different at all than just picking up and just drawing on a piece of paper.
Cool.
I just draw on a piece of paper. It only cost me like $1 a sheet.
Some high quality ass paper.
I know. Well, no, it's just the amount of pencil lead I use and the erasers I use. I'm not good. I'm just persistent.
See, I think if you're not drawing with a charcoal briquette on a white paper plate, then everything else is pretty much cheating.
My paper only costs like $10 a pad, and you get like 200 pieces. It's like $5 US.
See, that's what my drawings look like. I'm actually using something like a pen, and it looks like a piece of chalk, or charcoal.
I'll get somewhere where they can't just spawn monsters in and run out and screw me over. Not that it really screws you over in this game, and then I'll quickly show you what I draw. Warning, I draw the same thing every time. So this is the first time I've actually drawn something different.
Is it boobs?
Boobs are surprisingly complicated to draw. Like I had to spend like 2 hours looking them up to actually start this picture. Just remember my cell phone's a piece of crap, so it's probably going to take it wrong. Well, have the picture on the wrong angle. If it will even load up. Yeah, the only pencil I use is a B6, so it's dark. Come on, let me rotate my camera, you bastard.
Okay, I know Joseph has lost his mind. I saw his post on Twitter. Lower Decks Season 2, Episode 9. There's an 11 out of 10.
See, that's what I draw.
Gonna have to watch it then.
I don't know. Captain Trek has it really little. I can't see it.
I'm sorry, what?
He's trying to show something that he's drawn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having some issues here. Okay.
Having some issues, slurred speech.
How much have you drunken, Captain Trek? See, that's my
None.
picture.
Is half of your face drooping?
Yeah, that's my crappy ass drawing.
It's not crappy.
Yeah, it's a little crappy.
Wow, that's really nice saying it's a little crappy.
Is that some sort of
I have to admit, I got the
D&D
horns
character?
horns. Yeah. If I ever get to play another game, I'm probably gonna make a barbarian next. I just want a character with a massive ass beard next. Like almost.
I guess like
as
I
mine.
never got that because I can draw, but I never had the feeling like I wanted to. But I get a lot of commissions for people that want their character like drawn, so they can use it while they play.
Why don't they just draw it themselves?
I don't know.
If they want to learn how to draw good, just tell them to buy 3 rings of paper.
Because like I played D&D occasionally, and I never had like the desire to draw my character.
If they tried Hero Forge,
Oh, I got a Hero Forge thing. Oh, I gotta go wake up the wife. Yes.
No problem. So what's going on, everyone?
Not much, just playing some Magic right now.
Ah. I know that NB and LEG are still in the chat. I'm not sure why they're not backstage anymore, but okay, that's up to them.
NB, come up. You almost have an awesome as beer as mine. Bearded people have to stick together, like Velcro. Not because we want to stick. Oh, holy crap! I need to get some sleep tonight.
It's normal sleeping hours, isn't it?
I normally go to bed at 4 a.m. and I'm staying to my sleep schedule. But I've had a nasty bout of insomnia, so I'm trying to stay awake as long as I can and then just pass out for a few hours. It's not a healthy way to do it, but it works.
Cool.
I was having a good sleep until the alarm went off.
I think they heard you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
It usually wakes me too. Have an alarm on, yeah.
Alarms are bad. My alarm clock got hit with the axe a few times, and I lost my bedside table, and I had to pay to fix the floor.
Reminds from the sleeping mask haven't disappeared yet, though.
And good morning, Super Loverpuss.
Holy cool! Whoa! That is super handy.
Well,
I'm not going to tell Krishna how to do that. Yet again, he's not talking to me at the moment because I'm a better gamer than him.
I don't know, but
have you ever just pushed somebody to the breaking point that you didn't think had one?
I can't say that I've tried to. No.
Like he actually hung up on me today. I've been working at him for weeks. Like I really wound him up with my D&D character. I'm not even playing the game anymore, but I keep wanking on about it.
Hello?
Yes.
All right. Well,
Hello?
babysitter hasn't shown up yet, so I'm gonna have to go and lay down with the kids so they don't fall out of the bed.
No problem.
I'm gonna have to get out of here. But I wanted to show you. I did actually get one of those Hero Forge. It came out pretty good. Let me turn on my camera. Because we were gonna play like a D&D style game.
Yeah.
With our own like original characters, and I'm working on a book called The Buckler. So I got one made of him during his Arctic expedition gear. Can you see that there?
Me and Krishna are looking for a DM.
Hold on.
And players.
Bigger.
Wow, you actually bought one.
But let me take him out of here.
I like that.
I don't know. I think I have my camera. I thought it was on like autofocus, but I guess it's not. But let me see.
I would name him Freddy.
That much better.
Not really.
Last name Mercury.
Well, his name is Buckler.
His
I thought it
first
came out
name
pretty.
Swashbuckler.
I had to paint them myself though. They don't come painted.
I think they come colored now.
Do they? I don't know. Not when I did it.
I haven't actually ordered one yet, but they say that you have an option of printing it in colored plastic.
Oh yeah, but I wanted it like the individual colors, you know. Or do they do that now?
I don't know. I'm not.
All right, but I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for having me on.
Okay. You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too.
See you around.
We'll miss you so much.
Definitely don't want me in this.
We do want.
So. Anyhow, what's going on, everybody? I haven't said it in a while. But that Culture Casino is the whatever. I guess what I call it. The featured channel of the day.
That's cool.
And Jill says Culture Casino is cool. Yes, he is. He's a nice guy. I actually met him through Wes Moody or Trekking on Tuesdays. And so that's how I first started talking to him. Thank you, JP, for putting the link in. The link is in the description as well.
No problem.
What's the link for?
I think it's Culture Casino's channel.
Should use my tablet. I might quickly subscribe.
Anyhow.
I'll quickly
I'd like to stay on the panel for a little bit longer, but I've got to run because someone has to go to work.
Yeah. No
What
problem.
does it mean?
Take care, JPs.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, Captain.
Bye bye, Jay.
Bye bye. I'm gonna die. I don't like dying. It's my third favorite thing to do. I don't do much.
Yeah.
It's literally on the bottom of my to-do list. And I ain't putting it at the top.
Well.
Oh, I hate these beaver monsters. Why does everybody else like them?
I don't know. Why do people like them?
Well, they're a giant beaver. I mean, the bigger the beaver, the worse it is, isn't it?
I don't know.
Nobody's saying anything.
Let's see.
I didn't realize what I was saying, by the way, Captain Tree.
Don't worry about it.
So, does anybody have any plans for the weekend?
None really.
For the weekend. That's a little bit early, huh?
Yep.
Well, it's Friday night. It's gonna be Friday for me tomorrow. And every day's a holiday for me.
Oh, well, weekend is such a stretchy term now.
I thought that was yoga pants.
I mean, there are people who have to work Fridays, Saturdays, so their only weekend day would be Sunday.
Do you know
And
what
then
you
there
guys
are
should do?
people who also needs to work on Sunday, so they do not even have that as a weekend day.
Do you know what you guys should do? You guys should start playing what's it called? Oh, Dauntless.
Ah, good idea.
And you
Yeah,
guys should all look me up on.
I'm
There
not
could be a
playing
game.
daughterless because I am daughterless.
Dauntless. Believe it or not, it's not aquatic fiend. You just kill things.
But anyhow.
I get made fun of for button mashing on this. It's like, no, it's just most of the combinations is 4 triangles and 1 square, or 4 squares, 1 triangle. They're the only combinations that do damage. I literally have a purple line around my thumb from RSI. It's incredibly painful. Do you think that's a sign that I should stop? Take a break for a bit?
Probably.
I'm not going to be able to play this tomorrow. Well, I probably won't. We'll find out. Worst that can happen is my hand needs the immobilization or something. I don't know what they do for it. You know that joke in cartoons where the person's hand is like a claw and they can't move it for a few hours? That literally happened to me last night. I couldn't stop laughing at that. That was hilarious. Longest I've ever played console, by the way. I didn't even do my normal.
Go ahead. Sorry. Anyhow, I guess I don't know.
Guess you don't know.
Guess things are done for today. We'll talk later. Thank you, everyone who's been on the panel and been in the chat. Have a great day.